To ensure the safe evacuation of its citizens from war-torn Ukraine, India has launched a massive evacuation plan. It's called Operation Ganga, under which around 46 flights will be flying out the Indian nationals out of Europe's evacuation centers. And in the interim, the Indian Prime Minister spoke to the Russian President on Wednesday. The talks between the two leaders focused on the situation unfolding in Ukraine. They reviewed the situation on the ground in Ukraine's Kharkiv city as well, especially the safe evacuation of the Indian citizens from the conflict-ridden areas. According to reports, female Indian students have been evacuated from Kharkiv, and efforts for rescuing the male students are currently underway. Meanwhile, the Russian Defense Ministry spokesperson has alleged that Ukraine is holding Indians as hostages in some regions, and offered that the Russian army is ready to safely evacuate all Indian citizens stuck in Ukraine.
Вооруженные силы готовы принять все необходимые меры в целях безопасной эвакуации граждан Индии и отправить их домой с территории России своими военно-транспортными самолетами или самолетами Индии, как это предложила сделать индийская сторона.
India has rejected all claims of Indians being held hostage. The Indian Prime Minister chaired the 5th high-level meeting on the crisis to review the measures being undertaken as the government expedites the plan to evacuate Indians from the region. The government of India has scheduled 46 flights till the 8th of March, out of which 29 will be taking off from Romania, 10 from Budapest, 6 from Poland and 1 from Slovakia. India has evacuated over 17,000 citizens from the war-torn country so far. Large-scale efforts are underway to evacuate all the remaining citizens from the conflict zone. Evacuation flights have taken off from the countries bordering western Ukraine, including Poland, Slovakia, Hungary, Romania, with more scheduled as Indians studying in Ukraine have started reuniting with their families after being flown home. Listen in to this reaction.
मैं गवर्नमेंट को बहुत थैंक यू बोलना चाहती हूँ। अगर हमारी गवर्नमेंट नहीं होती तो ये कभी पॉसिबल नहीं हो पाता। हमारी गवर्नमेंट ने सबसे पहले एक्शन लिया था इंडियन स्टूडेंट्स को इवैक्यूएट करने का। फिर हमारी गवर्नमेंट को देख के जो हमारे इंटरनेशनल फ्रेंड्स थे वो भी बोल रहे थे कि यार तुम्हारी गवर्नमेंट कितनी अच्छी है। फिर सभी की गवर्नमेंट ने एक्शन लेना शुरू किया।
Our principal diplomatic correspondent, Siddhant Sibal, with us from New Delhi. Siddhant, tell us more about the evacuation operation on part of India and the measures that are being undertaken to fly those Indians back home.
Well, the operation for evacuation, Operation Ganga, is in full swing. I'm standing just nearby the Indian Ministry of External Affairs, where there will be a briefing in a short while at 6 p.m. Indian Standard Time, and more details will be given out. We know that the Indian Air Force planes, the first of the Indian Air Force planes, arrived earlier today with the evacuated Indian nationals, and we know that India is focusing on neighboring countries like Poland, Slovakia, Hungary and Romania, from where the Indians will be evacuated. Most of these Indians have crossed over, and till yesterday evening the data was that 17,000 Indians have left Ukraine since India started issuing advisories. But of course the worries remain over the Indians who are stranded in conflict zones like Kharkiv, and for that India has been engaging with Moscow and Kyiv for formation of a humanitarian passage, even though we know that there were claims by the Russians and Ukrainians of Indians being kept as hostage in the city of Kharkiv. This has been dismissed by the Indian government. Indian government is focusing that the operation comes to a close essentially by evacuation of all the Indians who need any kind of support. But we know that a lot of pictures, videos have emerged of Indian ministers who have been sent as special envoys to these countries bordering western Ukraine, where they are coordinating and overseeing the entire evacuation mission.
WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.